Transfer rumours. Right, enough of that. We've got lots of rumours to get through today. I've not done one of these for a couple of weeks and I always hate it because when I look back at all the transfer rumours, there's just too much, there's loads. So this is not the West Ham Transfer Rumour Show. This is the selected West Ham Transfer Rumour Show. I've hand-picked the ones I want to talk about and interesting ones, more believable ones, the names that you and I might recognise. Plus there's one name I've never heard of, but he's got quite a good credible source reporting it as well. So that's the more interesting one. But because I've never heard of him, I'm not going to put him in the title of the video. Clickbait, we need some clickbait, don't we? So I've gone with the names that people may recognise in order to click on the video. You're watching it, it's worked. Happy days. 1-0 Gio. Anyway, lots of rumours to get through. You'll be Schick of them by the end of it. Hey! The jokes don't get any better. They don't get any better than that. So, no more jokes, but lots of rumours. Starting with Schick. We've been linked to him quite a lot, actually, for the past maybe 8 months or something. Since the Euros anyway, since David Moyes was at the Scotland-Czech Republic game, we've been linked with him a lot. I sort of get it. He would sort of fit the way that West Ham play, a hard-working centre-forward that can score goals, is versatile, quite mobile up front as well. Would I like him at West Ham? Certainly. 40 million is rumoured price tag. Do I believe it? No, I don't. Are we really going to spend 40 million on a striker in January? I would like to. I think I will applaud David Sullivan humongously if we spend 40 million on a striker plus spend adequately elsewhere in the squad. But I just don't see it happening. I'm still not convinced that we'll sign a top striker in January. I think it'll be a summer transfer window kind of problem. So I don't believe this rumour, but it's one that's not going away. Unfortunately, that is the rumour and the fact that I can't see it happening. Next up, we've got Ginter. Ex-West Ham employee reported today that West Ham are looking at Ginter and Süle of Bayern Munich. Or Ginter or Borussia Mönchengladbach, that is, and Süle of Bayern Munich. Now, the latter, when I saw Süle, I thought, no, surely not. I've thought about it and I still think, no, surely not. He'd surely be too much money. He'd Süle be too much money. Huh, can't believe I missed that one. I lied when I said there's no more joke. I'm feeling in a good mood, guys. I'm in a good mood tonight. Unfortunately for you. But yeah, game face on. I just don't see the move for Süle happening at all. Sure, he's too good. He's too expensive. But Ginter, right? Ginter's a bit more believable. He's confirmed he's leaving the club. He's in the final year of his contract, so he's only got 6 months to go at Mönchengladbach, and he's confirmed that he's leaving, as is Zakaria. They're both walking out of the club on a free. Now, Ginter has been quoted. He has said that he wants a new challenge. So the dots are starting to line up. Is staying in the Bundesliga a new challenge? I mean, you could guess moving clubs is, but I often find when a player says a new challenge, it's more like I want to go to a different league. I want to try something else. So that's promising for a starter. We are genuinely interested in him. I guess the downside is he's basically confirmed he's going to stay there for the rest of the season. So I can't see it happening in January unless we were to make a move and offer a fee that was almost too good to turn down and stuff like that. But perhaps more interestingly is that come the 1st of January, whenever that is, in a few days' time, my days and dates are still all mixed up. At the weekend, at some point, he can agree a contract with any club away from Germany. So West Ham can approach him on the 1st of January legally. Of course, you can approach him anyway, just don't tell anyone about it. But we can approach him and tell people about it on the 1st of January, agree a pre-contract if we wish, and the player wishes. So it's set up so in the summer, he joins West Ham on a free. Happy days. It doesn't solve the problem from January till the summer, of course, but it does mean that we can agree something and get quite a good centre-back on a free at the end of the season. Happy days kind of thing. One to watch, I think, that transfer rumour. One to watch. Whoa, I know you're enjoying the transfer rumours. I apologise for interrupting my own video, but this video is sponsored by the One Football app. It is the #1 football app for the football fan. That's my words, that's not their words, that's not their claim, that's my claim. I claim that it's the best football app for the football fan, and it's completely free. It's free to download, so why would you not try it? The link is in the description below. When you get it and download it, it says, oi, who's your favourite club? So you click West Ham in this instance, or whichever team you support, as well as any competitions you wish to keep up to date with. Then when you click on that emblem, it gives you a nice aggregated news feed. So there's loads of transfer rumours, too much for this video. So get the One Football app downloaded on your phone today and keep up to date with all the latest transfer rumours. Also, all the postponed fixtures, there's lots of them going around at the minute. It's kind of annoying, I have to admit. It's starting to annoy me a little bit. Newcastle, I'll mention them in the video just later on, but yes, Newcastle, they're annoying me. Keep up to date with it on the OneFootball app. Links in the description and the pinned comments of this video. So download it to your phone today and thank me tomorrow. Back to the video. Now we've been linked to a couple of Fulham players as well. Players that we've been linked to in the past. First one is Antonín Robinson, the left back. We were famously linked to him. Well, I say famously. Among West Ham fans it was famous. We were linked to him quite a bit. David Moyes scouted him and decided that he sort of didn't really want to take the risk on him. He went to Fulham from Wigan. Looks like we missed out, didn't it? He's had the year in the Premier League. He's now in Championship with Fulham, doing well. Looks like a really good left back. My concern would be, it's a bit of a... Do you know when you go through life and you've got to admit you were wrong, it's not always the easiest thing to do, is it? You've got to swallow a little bit of pride. Surely as a manager, if you go scout a player and you decide you don't want him when he is free, or even like a relatively low transfer fee or something, and you decide, no, I don't want him, I don't think he'll make it in the Premier League or whatever, then in a couple of years' time, actually, it's worked out, you were wrong. Would you go get him? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but if I was a manager, I don't think I would. I'd almost be far too stubborn and go, no, not doing it. Not doing it. I messed up. I don't care. I'm not doing it. As for Robinson, we'd love to see him at West Ham. Is he better than Cresswell? He might be one day. Cresswell's our left back, but at the minute when Cresswell's injured, I don't like it. We do need a left back in January. I will say that. I've never been keen, if you like, on spending it on a left back because of Aaron Cresswell there and Ben Johnson being reasonable cover for it as well. But, well, we've seen who has been playing left back, and I don't want to see him playing left back. So a left back would be nice in January. But also, his teammate, the centre back, Tosin Adarabioyo, is that how you say it? Adarabioyo. Anyway, fun fact. Now I say a fact. It depends how much you believe me. I got told this and I believe it. So I guess I'm saying is, if you believe me, then you'll believe it. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But what I got told a few months ago was that he got offered to West Ham for 1.5 million before he moved to Fulham from Manchester City, and David Sullivan rejected it. Now there is some stories out there that David Moyes rejected him. Could be the case. I don't know. The version I got was David Sullivan turned him down for 1.5 million. Obviously he's gone on to Fulham, done quite well there, and I quite like him. He can be a little bit, it's like the Championship is a Diop, isn't he? On his day, top quality, fantastic centre back, but he does have his clumsy moments, he does have his switch off moments, and a little bit daydreamy, if you like. But I quite like him. I liked him when he went to Fulham. He's one of those players that I think we missed out on at 1.5 million. If he was to move for 10 million, 15 million, would we be missing out? I'm not too sure. Now and again in football, you get an opportunity to sign a player, and if you don't sign him, that's fine. But you've missed the opportunity. It's a bit like when Danny Ings went from Liverpool to Burnley. The opportunity, not Burnley, when Liverpool to Southampton, the opportunity was there for a team to go get him. Obviously Southampton did, but teams like West Ham that didn't, and we missed out because we didn't proceed and get the chance. And a bit like Joe Rodon before he went to Spurs when he was at Swansea, we were linked with him, and it felt like we have to go get him now, otherwise we won't get him. It's turned out to be true, and I think we've missed the boat with Tosin. I think that time was before he went to Fulham, or perhaps when they immediately got relegated, not in the January transfer window when they're trying to get promoted. I think it'd be I think both those players would be difficult to acquire. Lloyd Kelly, we've been linked to him as well. The Bournemouth centre-back, can play left-back. Ticks all the boxes, actually. He's not the biggest player. He's also younger than I thought. For some reason, just because he's been on the scene for a while, I assumed he was like mid-20s or something. Surprised at how young he is. Bournemouth's captain now. Would be a fantastic signing for us. I would love that one more than the other two possibly. The fact that he can play comfortably left back and centre back, obviously left footed too, ticks a lot of boxes. He is a signing that I could see David Moyes wishing to pursue. Then we've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles being linked on loan from Arsenal as well. He's also, I thought he was on his way to Roma, but it appears not, that he could be on his way to a club in the Premier League. I've always liked him. I've always been a fan of Maitland-Niles. I think he's wasted too much of his career at Arsenal. And I'm a bit curious as to why he's not got a chance at Arsenal. Because let's face it, Arteta is playing the youngsters. Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe. Arteta has given them an opportunity. So the fact he's not giving Maitland-Niles one, slightly concerning. But he's a player I've always liked. Wouldn't mind him at West Ham in a loan deal. Low risk, makes complete sense. Now we've got the player I've never heard of. The one that, it's an interesting rumour. Didn't put him in the title of the video though. He's not clickbaity enough, is he? I needed to use all the other players so people click on the video. But you made it this far, so it's worked, hasn't it? But the one player that I found most intriguing, and this one's by the Athletic, so tick. I was ready to use a Sharpie. I'm not doing that. Tick. The Athletic's reporting it. That's a good thing. That's a good sign, in my opinion. And it is Antonín Barák. All the links to the players I mentioned in this video are in the description below. It gives you a link to their transfer market profile. You're probably going to need to click it for this guy because I've never heard of him. I can't tell you anything about. Well, I can. I've had a little look. He's an attacking midfielder. 27 years old, but he's only just turned 27 3 weeks ago. It was his birthday in December. Happy birthday. Antonín, if you're watching this, happy birthday. Hope you had a good one. Hope you had a good Christmas too. Czech Republican, surprise, I guess, tick. Underneath the Athletic, tick, yeah. Right age, possibly. Attacking midfielder, and the Athletic are reporting that we are interested in him and that we see him as an alternative to the player that shall not be named from Old Trafford. So make of that what you will. He was on loan at Verona last season. Done relatively well, signed for $6 million in the summer that's just gone past, so he's not been there for too long. It's one of them we'll wait and see kind of thing. I think this is a rumour I think that will gather momentum. I predict that in a couple of days' time, maybe even tomorrow, Gonzo will do a video with his name in the title of the video, or maybe on the thumbnail Gonzo will be like this, and it'll say like Lingard alternative on his thumbnail. Just a prediction. Anyway, what else we've got? We've got a few departures, haven't we? I've got paint. I've just noticed I've got paint. When I do these videos without Gonzo, I look at the camera. When I do them with Gonzo, I look at the screen a little bit. So do you know what I mean? I'm watching Gonzo. So when I'm talking on myself, I try and look at the camera as much as possible. Stare deep into your soul as you're watching this video. I've just noticed, just got a glimpse there. Got paint. I have been painting the wall, not just my arms. And I washed my paws before I come on, but I should probably wash my arm as well, really. Oh well. Right, so some departures. Lanzini was being linked to Newcastle and Leeds United. I've dismissed the Newcastle one because all the players I mentioned are being linked to Newcastle as well, haven't they? They get round a bit, don't they, Newcastle? Clever what they've done though, isn't it? Calling off the Everton game because of COVID and injuries, which is conveniently St Maximum and Callum Wilson, getting the league delayed as much as possible while they scout for players that they can pay over the odds for in January. Yolinton is now a box-to-box midfielder. What's that all about? Anyway, Lanzini, those two clubs. Lanzini would be perfect at Leeds, actually. I think Leeds would love Lanzini. I think Lanzini would be playing for Leeds. But unfortunately, he's got a role at West Ham now. He seemed like he was out of favour a little bit, but the last month or so he's got back into the team. He's been playing really well, and I'm not too bothered by these rumours. I can't see him going anywhere unless it's a stupid bid, and I'll sell anyone for stupid money. Diop, AC Milan, Newcastle, again, been linked to him. Issa Diop was being linked to AC Milan this week. I don't see it. The only reason I sort of believe rumours about Diop, right, and this goes back to the summer and probably last January as well, whenever Diop gets linked away, the question is, do you believe the rumour? I mean, not necessarily, but could you see West Ham selling this player? Lanzini, no. But could I see West Ham selling Diop? Because of the injuries to Zuma and Ogbonna, the answer is no. However, should they have been fit? My answer would be yes, because I think he's got a high transfer value market, doesn't he, Diop, compared to a lot of other players in the league. If you were to look at, say, obviously, Rice and Bowen are worth more than what Issa Diop are, but they're far more important to the team. They're irreplaceable, so you don't want to sell them ones. But then you look at the other complete opposite end at, say, Ryan Fredrickson or Arthur Masuaku, two players you perhaps wouldn't mind moving on, but the transfer values are also very low. I think Diop is the one player that contains that value, but is also not indispensable at West Ham. Something that we probably wouldn't miss that much, but we would receive a handsome enough fee to allow us to go on and not just replace him, but use the money elsewhere in the squad as well. And I think he's possibly the only player in our squad that I can say that about. Everyone else is either too important or not worth enough to sell. Does that make sense? Basically, what I'm trying to say badly is I think we'd get 20 million for Diop. And I don't think that's an unfair fee. I think we could replace Diop and have a little bit of leftover lolly with that 20 million. Do you know what I'm saying? But do I believe the rumours? Not necessarily, just because we've got the injury crisis. Selling a centre-back would just be stupid, wouldn't it? I can't see it happening at all. Buying one, yeah. Oh, interestingly, it's not. This is not a pink book rumour. This is a geo story. I know someone who knows someone at Liverpool, or who knows someone who knows someone at... Basically, he gets the Liverpool lineup in advance of the game, and it's always right. So he's who he knows is very reliable. And he basically told us today that Nat Phillips has cleared out his locker at the training ground at Liverpool, and also they've taken his name off the locker or whatever. So it looks like Nat Phillips is pretty certain to be leaving Liverpool. He's unsure of where he's going as yet. He's not heard as to where Nat Phillips is going, just that it looks certain to be leaving Liverpool. So make of that what you will. If it's right, if Nat Phillips leaves in January, then I've got a good ITK at Liverpool. If he doesn't leave in January and he remains at Liverpool beyond, then the guy I'm talking about is rubbish. He's a rubbish in the know at Liverpool. Win-win for me, isn't it? Anyway, right, listen, I'm going to take my painty arm. There was other transfer rumours as well, but it's 15 minutes long already. It's far too long for you. Congratulations on making it this long. I'll try and do another transfer rumour show very shortly. I did a video earlier about David Moyes, 2 years. It's 2-year anniversary of West Ham today. Check it out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Drop a like on the transfer rumour show if you enjoyed it. Myself and Gonz will be back tomorrow with the preview of the Crystal Palace game. Catch you in a bit.